Welcome, everyone. There's my hand. All right. I have an awesome guest coming on today. So hold, please. Hold. There she is. Hey, Julie.
Hey, girl. Whoop, whoop. Okay, you guys got my gray hair today.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Because that's who my people are used to seeing every.
Hang
We don't
on.
have looking good programs here.
Okay. All right. Let's do this, girl.
All right. So it is my distinct honor and pleasure to bring forth out of the closet my, honestly, you have to even call it a spousal relationship almost.
Mm, that's good. That's good.
Because here's the deal, you guys. When you choose into a business or to work somewhere, you are choosing a spouse to hang out with. You're choosing their positivity or negativity. You're choosing into their energy and space. And I wanted to bring Nicole on because I chose her fierceness, her godliness, her excitement level, her fun level in February. But I watched her for a year because I've been on network marketing for now, well, even more than 12 years. So around 20 years. So I wanted, and welcome everyone. I see all your smiling faces and hands. So I get the pleasure of kind of interviewing Nicole because she is my fierce leader and she is the reason, along with God, that I have the capabilities of functioning at a high level in this new company. So welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Really, I know that it took us a little while to get this video set up where we actually got on here and went live together. But isn't it funny how God works, right? You like put a pretty powerful post up this morning. And guys, if you didn't see her post from this morning, I'm going to make her poop her pants a little bit more right now. Go back after this video and check it out. And I think that it just is a testament to who we serve and how we operate in business and being a kingdom-led entrepreneur and knowing that today was the right time and here we are right now. I'm happy to be interviewed. Honored to be interviewed, actually, but I want to take a moment to honor you first. I will never forget the moment that you reached out to me via private message and you asked me if we could talk on the phone. And I just shared this story with someone the other day about being open to having conversations with people, right? Don't just shut the door because someone was in another network marketing company. When you had reached out to me and you had asked me if we could do a phone call, I knew that you were with another company. I don't know that I knew what company that you were a part of, but I knew that you were in the industry. I knew that we were in the same profession. I knew that I loved your vibe. And I was like, absolutely. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to get on the phone with someone. And I never knew in a million years that phone call, which really that phone call was us just getting to know each other a little bit and
Yeah.
talking about the fact that we were both kingdom-led entrepreneurs, both faith-based entrepreneurs. It had nothing to do with prospecting. It had nothing to do with what individual company we were with. I don't even know if we discussed what individual company we were with. We might have, but I know that the main reason for that conversation was to just talk about who we are in this industry, in this profession, and how we show up. And I loved the conversation. I loved connecting with you. And I never would have dreamed in a million years that it would have led to where we are today. But I'm forever grateful. Amanda has brought such an incredibly amazing vibe to our organization and our team. We love her. Those of you who are watching who already know who Amanda is, you know that she's incredibly funny. She is passionate about what she does. She loves Jesus. And she loves showing people a better way of living. So I wanted to just take a quick minute to honor you first before you interview me. So thank you for having me. I am blessed to be in business with you, though.
Oh, thank you. And let's let's go ahead and say it's not an interview.
Yeah, we're just chatting. Because now I feel kind of like I didn't show up for the interview in the proper attire. Okay, I'm still in my workout clothes.
Okay, interview was a little too formal for me. So anyway, so this is cool. I'm so glad you brought up that story because I remember our conversation at the beginning, but you just reminded me of why I called you, which was because I was going through training that full on said I was at a seminar that weekend and I messaged you before you went to church. And I'm like, dude, how are you speaking of your love for God? Because I was just
Oh.
I was just told that will kill your business if you talk and preach before your business. And that didn't sit well with me. And the reason I followed you on Facebook for a year was because I wanted to mimic what you were doing. And at the same time, you know, we have this training or fears that come in to play that are all ego, honestly.
Yeah.
I just learned this 3 weeks ago on a guest call. Ego is fear.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can come down to that place and go, okay, I'm not going to be in my ego today. This isn't about me. This isn't about me ruining people's lives. This is about me helping lives. And so it's so phenomenal. Thank you for bringing up that first thing because I had forgotten that. And so
I remember I said, I don't know who you're being trained by, but that's a load of crap. Like, no offense to whatever professional or whatever you're being trained by in this moment, but like, yeah.
Well, and that's really important, you guys, because that's out of integrity for me to go down a line that is not going to mention God. Now, here's the difference. And you actually said this in an email. I don't know what you're putting on or think I'm putting on, but it's not religion. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Because I'm a pastor's kid. And if you know anything about pastors' kids, we don't really follow the rules. And because it's so legalistic and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, no, we're called to love people. You don't have to follow anything I'm about, but I can love on you and you can love on me. And it's fantastic. And that's what you brought to the table for me. And that's why it was kind of a no-brainer. The reason I didn't switch a year ago was all the fear of perceived loss, all the friendships that I thought I would lose. And so talk to me about that, because I know you've been in other network companies and how you push through that, because I have this live is public and so everyone can see it. I'm basically coming out of the closet today right now on the live of, hey, this is what I'm doing new, and I'd love for you to join me just as a customer.
Yeah. Well, two things, and I'd love to answer what you asked, of course, but I want to go back to what you had just mentioned about religion. And I want to say, you know, I don't ever try to push what my belief system is on anyone, but I will never be told that I cannot be who I am in any profession. And I feel like we have way more freedom as entrepreneurs than somebody does in the corporate field to be who we are, talk about what we want, showcase. You know, when people talk about brands, I don't even like the word brand. I get this all the time. I get messages and people say to me, Nicole, I love your brand. I love what you stand for. I don't have a brand. I love Jesus. That's my brand. Like, I don't have a brand. And I know that that might sound funny to some people who are watching because they're like, no, you have it all together. I mean, I might have themes. Like, I might be picky about certain things that I put on my Facebook page. There might be a specific background that I want to use. And that's from learning how marketing works, right?
Right.
That has nothing to do with who I am and who I serve and why I do what I do, right? I believe that God places favor on our lives, and where he places favor on our lives is where we should be. And who are we to not give glory to him at the end of the day if he's placed favor on our lives in an industry that is literally changing our lives and through us changing the lives of so many others. So I feel very led to just say, like, God does not want perfection from us. He wants a relationship with us. That's it. He just wants your heart. He wants to spend some time with you. He wants to know you. He wants you to know him. That's it, right? Yes, there are bigger components to who he is, but it doesn't need to be about that, right? He simply wants a relationship with you. So I wanted to start with that. I felt very led to say that. And just to like give you a sense of peace and grace right now over this live video. I know that this is hard, this coming out video, like being on here, the post that you did earlier, us here right now. I know that there are nerves. I get it because I was there. And so to answer your question, I have been in this industry. So I'll give a little bit of backstory. I've been in this industry for 7 years now. This industry has absolutely changed my life. It's a profession. It's not a hobby, although it can be a hobby for some if that's what they want. For me, it's a profession. I joined this industry 7 years ago because my family needed to make $300 extra a month. We were living paycheck 3 days before the next paycheck. We had more month than we had money. We have 3 little boys. I have an absolutely incredibly amazing, hardworking husband who left and went to work every single day. I did the same thing. I worked for the state of New Jersey. I was a state worker who made really decent money, I might say. And at the end of the day, it still wasn't enough. And so if you're watching this video and you've ever been in that position before, maybe you're in that position right now and you're brave enough to do so, you can say me below or, leave a heart or whatever, drop your favorite emoji down below. Like, I get you. I see you because I was you, right? I needed to do something different. And because of the powers of social media, I was introduced to this profession. And I got into my first network marketing experience, multi-level marketing experience, with a company that I then was with for 4 years. Okay. Started with 0 experience, did not know what I was doing. I was not in marketing. I was not in sales. I do not have a degree from college. In fact, I never went to college. I'm lying. I went for about a month. And when I was relearning arithmetics, like how to subtract and add things, I threw my pencil and left the classroom. And I think that that's one of my like, whoa, Nicole, you did that? Yes, I did. I sure did. And I left and it just wasn't for me. Right. And so I say all that to say you do not need to have experience to be able to change your family's future. Okay, yep. Guys, we have what we have today that's in front of us and we have the rest of our lives. We do not get back what has already passed. So sitting today worrying about what happened yesterday or what happened a week ago or what happened last year is never going to change your future. And, I was with that company for 4 years. That company served me. I learned who I was in this industry in that company. I learned who I wanted to be in this profession and in this industry in that company. I made amazing friendships in that company. But then that company no longer served me. And the reason why it didn't serve me is because it wasn't serving my people, right? It wasn't the products. It wasn't the company. It wasn't some, I just wasn't being served and filled up the way that I felt I needed to be in this industry to be able to serve and fill up my team and teach them true entrepreneurship and teach them true professionalism. I didn't have that, right? I had a entry door into a company that allowed me to see what this industry was. And then I was in a position where I needed to pray and I needed to make some changes. And for 3 months, I looked at different companies and then for another 3 months and prayed. And then for another 3 months, I worked out which one of those companies had every non-negotiable that I was looking for. Okay. Yeah. If I was going to make a move and I was going to have people potentially viewing, like taking my credibility and throwing it down the drain, right? Or if I was going to lose friendships that I had made that have been a part of my life for the past 4 years, literally people who were calling my family, telling my children that they loved them, telling me that they loved me. If I was willing to risk it all and to walk away from it all, I needed to be 100% and I needed to have non-negotiables checked out. And there was only one company that gave me that. There was only one company and one opportunity that did that. And that's exactly where I am today. And so to talk a little bit about the fear, because I think that that's what you're asking, and how you kind of navigate through that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I didn't lose people because I did. right?
Right.
There are people who live in a very scarcity mindset. And while you serve me and while you're making me money, I want to support you. But the moment you stop, I'm gonna shun you. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna screenshot your name and post it all over the leaderboards. Guys, that stuff happened to me.
Oh my
You know, it
gosh.
did. And I'm just being very real, right? I pray that we as human beings can be better and we can do better, and we don't make those decisions. When someone works at Target and Walmart wants to give them a raise, or they feel Walmart is better for their family because it's closer to their home, or they can do more for their children there, we don't shun the Target employee who leaves to go to Walmart. So why do we do it in this profession?
Yeah.
Right? So I told you what I experienced, but also on the flip side of that, for those who did shun and block and do all those things, there were a million people who supported me,
Right.
right? There were actually people in my organization as a part of my team and customers who thanked me because now I wasn't offering them products or a service with forced auto ships. I was offering them the ability to shop at their leisure. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't giving them I wasn't showcasing them products that was at full risk to them because there was no guarantee on our products and they couldn't get their money back. Now I have a 30-day money back guarantee to offer to my people, right?
Yeah.
So as scared as I was to lose credibility, as nervous as I was to lose relationships, I really found so much incredible support through my transition and my process that when someone comes to me and says that this is a fear of theirs, I walk them through everything that I went through. Now, I can't tell you that your journey will be the same, and I can't tell someone watching this who might be in the same boat that I was, 2.5, 3 years ago, where I knew I needed change, where I was no longer passionate about what I was doing. The fire wasn't there. Timing wasn't there. It was just, it wasn't, right? I knew I needed something different, a 21st century marketing opportunity, and
Yeah.
also experience, a 21st century experience for our consumers. Um, when I considered all of that risk, still what mattered most to me and what I'll encourage you with, if as you are coming out and sharing this news, Amanda, and if anybody is watching and in these shoes, or maybe you have been in these shoes before, I'm going to encourage you with two things. Number one, if someone leaves your business, or if you leave with, let someone leave with grace and you leave with grace. You don't need to bash another company to talk about a new opportunity that you're a part of. You don't have to, right? You just chose different for your family. Love people where they are, right? Let people go where they can grow. This is like,
Yeah.
it's just something I say all the time. Let people go where they can grow. I have had people join me in business, even where I am today, that have left because this business didn't serve them the way that they thought that it would. I am not going to hinder someone who
Yeah.
leaves my business or talk poorly about them if something else serves them better, right? And I know that was very long-winded, but I really want to leave you guys with that key piece of advice. Really, just love people. Like, that is what we were called to do. We were called to love. We were called to help. We were called to serve people. And if you can't do that in a kind way, I don't believe that you belong in this profession. I don't believe that you belong on social media, quite honestly. But that's a whole nother conversation that we're not going to get into right now.
Well, and it's always been said in my life that if you're a leader, you're climbing up the ladder, the arrows are going in your butt. So just expect it. If you're playing a small game in life, then what do people have to say about it?
Yeah.
It really does bring up the lack. It's convicting to see someone rock it out for me. And it's motivating. Well, it could be convicting or it could be friggin' motivating. Because for me, I asked you brass tacks questions. I didn't want to be smoke blown, or it's like, dude, tell me what is available to create here. Um,
Yeah.
my big deciding points was it's a company that's okay with you doing other things. So that's
Yes.
abundance. Okay.
Yes.
Because I shop at Walmart, Target, King Supers. Like, why can't everyone else shop in whatever stores they want? Is it true? I'm sure this number is going to be blown out of the water, but $3 billion was spent online shopping, just total, all
Yes.
over online. I'm sure
Yes.
Amazon played a huge part of that. But it's like, hey, if you are already shipping your stuff to your house, like this is a no-brainer to start adding toxin-free products into your shipment. The other thing that's huge with this company is, well, one, Nicole, the reason I joined her team was because she promised it would be fun and easy. Not or it's simple, it's not easy.
Yes.
You still get to work. When you work, you get paid. Period. So when I finally said yes, and she included me in on her page of leaders, there was literally units of what the heck you do. And to me, it was like, what? Like, why didn't we think of that over there? Why are we recreating the wheel? Why are we on three-way calls? Lord Jesus, help us. So it's been so fantastic of a blessing, because if you're really bragging about time freedom, then you're not on three-way calls all day.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, listen, I don't not talk to people on the phone. In fact, I love talking to people on the phone, right? But I want to do it at my leisure. I
Yeah.
don't want someone in my organization to not be able to offer this opportunity to someone if they don't have me on the phone in the moment they need me, because that
Right.
is not time freedom. And so we've
That's a
created
good
and we've
point.
cultivated so many different ways to leverage our time with this social retail concept. And I mean, I'm proud to say we are the only company and the first company, and I know some other companies are working into it now, right? But we are the first company and the only company to have this social retail business model, right? And to
Mm-hmm.
me, it's about so many things when you decide that you want to do something extra for an extra stream of income. It's not just about how much money can I make, how many people are going to want to join me, how many people are going to buy from me, right? It's about culture. What is a team culture like? Are you in a winning culture? Are you in an abundant mentality? Entrepreneurs are multifaceted. Okay, so I'm just going to put this out there and I'm going to speak from my heart. I believe that you can do as many things as you want to if you do them all good,
Yeah.
right? You can do as many things as you want to as long as you are focusing on whatever your goal is in whatever thing that you're doing, right? So you can do all the things that you want in the world that are going to bring your family in an extra stream of income. Dave Ramsey says that millionaires all have at least 7 streams of income. When I
Yeah.
think about that, that makes me want to vomit, because I'm like, how do I do 7 things good? But you find a way to do it, right? You
Yeah.
outsource. And that's the thing. It's like, if you want to be multifaceted, you can be. And this company supports that, right? I'm a life coach. I'm a certified Christian life coach, and that's a business that I will branch off and do some. But I love this industry. I love this profession. This is so much a part of who I am. So I want this to be my main focus. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be pouring into my team. If I want to do something different, I'm going to make sure I have the time to do it, or I can outsource for it, right? But yes, culture is important. Support is important. Leadership is important. Um, where I came from, and this is not to speak poorly about the company at all, we had a lot of people that we looked up to, that inspired us. Their stories from rags to riches kept us going, kept us motivated, kept us inspired. And when
Yeah.
we would go to meetings and we would hear those leaders stand up in front of the room and share their story, it would be like, oh my gosh, you heard so much hope in their story, and you wanted to go out there and you wanted to create that story too, right? And I'm not saying that there is anything at all wrong with that, but I'm saying at some point you need to know how to make that your story. And
Right.
hearing someone tell you that's their story, and then you actually having the resources and fundamentals to go out there and create your own story to have it, are two completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
And so our organization and who we have as a part of our success line and our support line, because that's what I call it, right? I don't call it upline, downline. I call it success line or support line. We are locked arm in arms with people who have been in this industry for over 17, 20 years. Big key name people that are a part of our organization, in the trenches, in our team chats all day long, truly teaching us how to be professional entrepreneurs, right? Not
Right.
just a traditional network marketer. And I'm not saying that to downplay traditional network marketing. I'm saying, if you want to level up, if your goal in life is to make 6 or 7 figures from your home, with time freedom involved, and you want to level up to that, there's really a lot of key factors that you should have on a non-negotiable list as well. So I know you have some other things that you want to chat with me about, and I can go on all day about this. So I'll let you go ahead and ask me another question.
And you tell me when you have to go.
Well, my phone is about to die again for the third time today. It's on 25% battery.
We're
so
good. I don't have that many questions. I really just wanted to introduce you because it's like I said, it's just like picking a spouse. And for me, like I come out of seminar land. I have a lot of friends all over the US and Canada and everywhere else. I want them to know who and why I made my decision and how important that was to me, because everyone that chooses under me or to be a client of mine, they have the opportunity to be in your space as well because you're my leader. And I wanted everyone to be introduced to the person that has fueled my fire. These products have, I know we cannot claim medically anything. And the darkest place of my life was last year. And I feel like refueled. And so if I can encourage anyone, I was on products for 12 years. And at some point, your body is like, okay, seriously. It's like if I ate sushi every day for 12 years, I really am sure my body would not be doing well. So it's about shifting stuff. It doesn't mean something's bad. It means there's got to be a shift because my body's no longer processing this or whatever. But thank you so much for your time. I know I earned this as a prize, and instead of a coaching call,
well, yeah, I was going to say we've got to correct that. So you earned a personal coaching call with me, and what I love about your heart is that you didn't want to just take that time to just soak up knowledge or talk about your goals or see how you can hit your next, whatever it is. You really wanted to take this opportunity, which I would have done this for you anyway, but you wanted to take this opportunity to kind of allow you to share with the world what you're doing now, who you're in business with, and say like, hey guys, listen. Another thing that was super attractive and a non-negotiable for me was I wanted something that people could only purchase from me, but that was going to be a very easy transaction for them. It was going to save them time and money. And so our business model allows us to share products that people are using every day in their homes. Like when we say toxic-free products, that's so broad. Like really, products that you guys who are watching are using in your home every single day are products that we are sharing through an affiliate link. So think of bloggers, think of people who are just sharing affiliate codes and referral codes through different businesses that are trying to get their name out there. That's what we get to do in our business with the title of being a social influencer or social marketer, whatever you want to call it. We get to share products that people are using every day in their home. As well, there are luxury items that you can get also simply by sharing a link. And so I don't say the word easy, I say the word simple because nothing in life is easy. Everything requires work, right? But it is simple. It is simple to share things that you love, things that you already know because you're using them. Laundry detergent, toothpaste, mouthwash. I hope everybody brushes their teeth, right? You know what toothpaste does for you. So you don't have to learn, oh my gosh, I can't join that business. I can't be a part of that. My family needs money so badly, but I can't join that business because I don't know what the products do. You do know what the products do, right? They're just toxic free.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I was to end with anything, I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to ask me, but if there is, I definitely have time to stay on. But if I was to encourage anybody who's watching this now on the live, or if you catch this on the replay, be open. Be open to asking Amanda what it is that she does. Ask her for her link. She gives you $10 towards your first purchase just for taking a look, which I think is another incredible perk, right? And there are so many other benefits to you as a customer shopping here. It's like me. Instead of running to the dog food store when I need dog food, I have chosen to order through Chewy.com because it brings me my products. It ships my products to me super fast. I save money by clicking a coupon and choosing that I want to get it monthly. We live in a 21st century world, guys. Stores around us all over the place are closing because this is what our world is coming to, right? Online shopping.
Yeah.
So, and you get to help a person, not a huge corporation. You get to help a mom who is trying to give her children and herself the best life possible. You get to help support her. And I don't really think that there's anything better in this world than supporting others. But if you have any other questions for me, I'm happy to answer them.
Just one last one is, what is attraction marketing?
So gosh, I feel like that word for some people, like they're so turned off by it. Like, they're like, why don't you just say what it is that you're doing? I don't like this new way that you're doing business. You know, I've heard that quite often. And what I want to tell you is, like, attraction marketing is simply a term. It's a term that someone put on something that was more attractive than spamming the heck out of your wall. Okay. Do you know a Spamela Anderson? If you do, raise your hand. I learned that word from Amanda. Okay. Raise your hand down below. I used to be a Spamela Anderson, right? That is how I knew to market. What I was taught to do to market my products and my service was to post 20 posts a day, every hour on the hour, and cold message everybody who was a friend of mine. That's not how I operate in business anymore. Because while that worked in the beginning, and it did, at some point it dies out. You completely turn everyone that you love, know, and trust away from you because they no longer want to see your posts. They no longer want to see the naked bellies of the people all over your timeline. They no longer want to see, the fat melting in the little container. I know because I did this, guys. So attraction marketing is simply a term that was placed on something that teaches people how to share a solution with people based on real life third-party testimonies from people who are using products in an attractive way, right? So we're not saying, buy my products, join my team. I have only 3 spots left this month. Get one of my only 3 VIP codes for the month. Join today for $1 and then get, a $59 fee locked in on top of that, but I'm not going to tell you about it. None of those things, right? Attraction marketing is you being who you are and attracting people to you based on your beliefs, based on, what matters to you, and based on what things you're sharing. And because of that attraction, when someone meets you and says, wow, I love your personality, I love your vibe, I don't know what the heck that green drink was in your picture, but I'm going to message you, what the heck are you drinking in your video? That's attraction marketing.
Yeah.
Right? Because then you're going to say, oh, it's this new detox drink that I'm drinking. I drink it 3 nights out of my month. It's helped me with XYZ. And said person says, oh, well, I might be interested in taking a look. Oh, cool. Here's $10 towards that purchase. Go ahead and go shop.
Yep.
That is attraction marketing. And so many companies can do that, but many companies just aren't taught that. And I want to encourage you, if you're watching this live or on the replay and your mind is closed to what attraction marketing is because you feel like people are being secretive or you feel like people are trying to lure people in, it's not that. It's that we truly, in this company, teach cultivating relationships, building real relationships and rapport with people. I do not just want Amanda to join my team and then I'm on to the next person. I want to know who Amanda is. I want to know what her goals are. I want to know how her joining this business is actually going to benefit her family. And the same goes for my customers. I'm not just selling them what I'm using as a product. Even if they ask me about what I'm using, I'm going to say to them, what can you commit to? Because that's when you're going to see results. That's attraction marketing. It should be a private conversation. It shouldn't be something that's done in a comment thread, right? So hopefully that cleared up what attraction marketing actually is, because it's just a term of endearment.
Yep. And it's a true testament for what you were doing a year ago. You attracted me into your space and I wanted to be around you more. Honestly, Nicole, I thought I was going to recruit you to my team.
Oh my gosh. And I think it's crazy that I didn't even realize that you were following me for a full year. I remember saying that when we talked. Like, I didn't even know you were following me for a full year. You were secretly doing it, girl.
Yeah, and it's funny because people are secretly watching this video.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure they'll watch it on the replay. There will be some people who don't want to hop on and support it live because maybe they feel some kind of way. And again, that goes back to the scarcity mindset. And so if I can just encourage those people, it's just to be kind, bless and release, love people where they go.
Yeah.
That's all we're called to do.
Well, thanks for being such an encouragement to me and an awesome leader. And I thank you for your time today.
You got it, girl. I hope that y'all found some value in this. I hope that you all take time to get to know Amanda a little bit more if you don't know who she is. If you do know who she is, I hope that you ask her for her link, even if it's just to take a peek. And remember, we are in a business of referrals. So if you're watching this and you're listening to me and you know, love, and trust Amanda, and you want to support her, but you still don't want to buy from her, that's okay. But yeah. I'm sure you know somebody who would want to buy from her. And so maybe she can give you something that you can post on your page to help her. It's like when someone down the street opens his new ice cream business. If that was my best friend and he said, can you pass these cards out for me to all of the neighborhoods in your area so that more families walked into my front door, I would do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm helping my friend. And there are many ways that you can help your friend Amanda. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys. Love ya.
Bye.